Good morning, everyone. I'd like to welcome all councillors and members of the public. This meeting will be live streamed via Zoom webinar facilities. Recordings of council meetings or part thereof cannot be copied, recorded, reproduced, reused or transmitted without prior written consent of the General Manager. The meeting is being recorded and made publicly available on Council's website. The persons attending the meeting should refrain from making any defamatory statements. Council acknowledges that this meeting has been held on the traditional lands of the Wiradjuri, Gundungurra and Darug peoples and respects the history and culture of elders both past and present. I note that we have full attendance with a leave of absence from Councillor Clive McCarthy, and that Councillor O'Connor is attending by audio-visual links. Do I have someone to move that we accept the leave of absence and the attendance by Councillor O'Connor by audio-visual? Thank you, Councillor Trembath and Councillor Graham. All in favour? Thank you. Councillor, declarations of interest. Are there any declarations of interest in relation to the matters to be considered at this extraordinary meeting? There are no declarations of interest. We move the first item of business, which is the mayoral minutes, item 3A. And the recommendation is that Council elect Councillor McCarthy to the General Manager Performance Review Panel, and I'll be moving the recommendation. Officer Decker. Okay, well, I don't have a second, but thank you.
Point of order on that.
Sorry?
I'd like to move point of order on that.
Fine. What's your point of order?
My point of order is the mayoral minute doesn't meet the urgency requirement under clause 9.9 of the Model Code of Meeting Practice, which states the mayoral minute must not be used to put without notice matters that are routine and not urgent, or matters for which proper notice should be given because of their complexity. For the purpose of the clause, the matter will be urgent where it requires a decision by the next or before the next scheduled ordinary meeting. No date's been set for the General Manager's review. The next ordinary meeting is scheduled for August 12th, and there's no reason this decision cannot wait until then. The Mayor, if he wished to bring this item forward, he could have advised the General Manager to list this item in the extraordinary business papers, which he did not. And one councillor is currently absent, meaning the process will occur without the full participation of the governing body. And the nomination process for the panel was improperly handled by email rather than by a formal resolution of council as required under the Office of Local Government Guidelines. Therefore, the mayoral minute is procedurally unfair. It's not urgent and should be withdrawn.
Okay, Councillor Hayden, the issues in relation to this mayoral minute became well aware at the last meeting when we made resolve point 2, in that we had to nominate a councillor by council to the Council General Performance Review Committee. In fact, it was alluded to at that meeting, and I recall that Councillor Tuckle said, no, we're too early. We have to get through this matter first, and it was omitted by error. This is not a routine matter. It does not occur every meeting. We require the performance review to occur. I don't believe that there is anything untoward. Councillor McCarthy, as with Councillor O'Connor, has the option of attending meetings via audio visual. He's chosen not to do that. That's his own choice. When I'm away, when other councillors are away, often we attend audio visual, as Councillor O'Connor is doing. It is his choice that he does not attend by audio visual link.
Thanks, Mr. Mayor. I still don't agree with that. You can move a mayoral minute at any ordinary meeting, but if you move a mayoral minute at an extraordinary meeting, it must reference what is in the papers. This is an extraordinary meeting, not an ordinary meeting. Section 3672A of the Local Government Act still applies because it says, in the case of an extraordinary meeting, business may be transacted at that meeting only if a councillor has given notice of the business and the General Manager has listed the business in the notice of meeting. This matter was not listed in the business paper, therefore the council cannot lawfully transact this item.
And if you read the issues in relation to a mayoral minute, it can be raised at an extraordinary meeting or at an ordinary meeting at any time by me as the mayor, which I have chosen to do.
I
have used the powers under the mayoral minute.
I accept that, Mr Mayor, but still, it's not a matter of great urgency.
As I have said to you, I am quite prepared and I will give you the contacts at the Office of Local Government if you wish to make a formal complaint.
Thank you.
In fact, if you would,
Mr.
would you
Mayor.
like me to contact the Office of Local Government and say that you wish to make a formal complaint, councillor Hayden?
Mr Mayor,
If I'm asking a question.
no, I'm quite able to make my own get my own contacts and make my own complaint should I wish to. I'm just stating that this mayoral minute is being misused because it is not a matter of great urgency. It is not in relation to what is in the current business papers. That's all I have to say on the matter. Thank you.
Well, I disagree with that. Any further discussion on the recommendation? I've indicated this morning, councillor O'Connor sent me a text indicating that he would support his nomination. So there is only one candidate now, and that is councillor McCarthy. Are there anyone else who wish to nominate? All right, I put the vote. All in favour? Carried by all councillors except councillor Hayden. Thank you. We move to item 4, reports for decision. 4.1 is operational plan revised ad valorem. The recommendation is that council 1, adopt the revised 2025-26 operational plan, noting the corrective adjustments in this report. 2, adopt the revised 2025-26 statement of revenue policy. 3, issue a media release informing the community of the adjustment to the ad valorem within the integrated planning and reporting documents and the impact on ratepayers. Could I have a mover for that recommendation, please? Is as per the recommendation. Thank you. Seconder, please. Councillor Tremblay. Thank you. Councillor Tucker. Councillor Tucker.
Thank you, Mr Mayor. Sure nobody is suggesting that it's a good thing that the mistake occurred. I'm sure staff don't enjoy having to do this either, but that's all it is. It's just a mistake and it's being fixed. So there is no criticism from me about it whatsoever. Anyone can make mistakes from time to time. 2 quick questions. I'm assuming that this means that our projected deficit increases by 124. So what's 124,000? So what's the new projected deficit? I couldn't find it in the papers.
Sorry, through the chair, it will, but we're anticipating on putting it through the QBRS process to then flesh it out thoroughly. This was to address the need to adjust ad valorem to ensure we didn't overrate.
I think the projected deficit was about 185 or something, so it'll be about 300. Okay, thank you. And just checking that we hadn't commenced printing rate notices. We haven't incurred any costs.
The process, through the chair, the processes was halted on finding this problem, and it will be taken once the paper has been resolved.
Okay, thank you. That's all.
Thank you.
Yes, I support the recommendation. It's an error. It's apparent it happens in many councils. And we've caught it early, so we're able to, adjust our rate notices and get them out. So let's just get it done.
Councillor Hayden.
Yes, I just want to put on record that I find the tone of this report troubling. It reads as though staff are being blamed when you go down into the comments section for the miscalculation of the ad valorem rates, but the responsibility for ensuring the accuracy of exhibited financial documents lies squarely with the general manager, and that's a core function of executive oversight. And when it fails, the community pays the price. It's simply not good enough. These documents were adopted and exhibited as the official plan for our rating system, and errors of this scale should never have made it through to that stage. They should have been checked and double checked long before public consultation. And while I appreciate that the mistake is now being corrected, I cannot ignore what this incident and others like it suggest about internal culture of the organisation.
What? Can you justify that, please, Councillor Hayden? What are you talking about? Internal culture. On what basis and what facts do you have?
Statement. I'm here to.
What facts do you have?
I am here. Excuse me. I am here to make this council accountable. That's my role as a councillor, is to call out.
I regard
accountability.
this as a defamatory comment.
It's not a
It is
defamatory comment.
against the general manager in this meeting.
No,
I'll ask
it's
you to retract it and apologise.
I retract my statement and I am sorry for any offence that may have occurred, but I am here to make sure that the council is accountable. That is my role as an elected official. It's not a criticism, it's a defence of the staff, and I found it quite blunt when the comments were made in the business papers that council staff have undertaken it, then went on to say the error was noted to have occurred when staff was transferring and staff acknowledged the error. I
That's
hear,
good. That's what
I hear
occurred.
that, but the general manager doesn't need to say staff acknowledged the error.
The general
because
manager
that's putting an
cannot be on
onus
top
the
of every
staff,
bit.
Mr. Mayor.
Under 6.9, I have a right to speak. Under 6, the general manager cannot be into every part of minutiae of all and everything concerning this council. It is impossible for someone to do that, Councillor Hayden. He has to rely on staff.
And his role as the general manager, and he has the oversight of those staff. Anyway, I would like to move an amendment.
Councillor O'Connor.
I haven't finished. I would like to move an amendment.
What's the amendment?
Okay, the amendment is keeping everything that is there. It's just adding an extra clause. So 1 will stay the same, 2 will stay the same, 3 will then become 4, and I would like to add a part 3, which is place the amended ad valorem rates and associated changes to the operational plan and statement of revenue policy on public exhibition for a period of 28 days in accordance with section 4053 of the Local Government Act, just as a matter of transparency and accountability so that it is on exhibition without having to approve. We can approve everything today, but it's just placing it on exhibition for the public. And yours?
That I would assume means we can't set the rate to the current matter because we can't issue rate notices.
No, we can.
That's all we can. Okay.
Well, this isn't putting it on exhibition to approve. It is putting it on our Have Your Say page as a gesture of good faith to our community to
Do you
show.
have a seconder? Do you have a seconder? You don't have a seconder, so the amendment lapses. We go back to the motion. Councillor O'Connor.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I'll be brief. I'd just like to make a comment firstly about Councillor Hayden's statement. I think I find that inappropriate tone, particularly regarding a matter that this particular matter. I just find it a very inappropriate tone. Regarding mistakes, what I've learned in life is we all make mistakes, but with each mistake, there's an opportunity. And what I've seen is through the email that Gary issued to us councillors and to the reports, he certainly ticked all boxes in terms of transparency and detail provided. So I was going to say congratulate, but I'm very pleased, and I was going to say proud, which is probably, I'm very pleased the way he's handled this matter. I think he's done it very well. Thank you.
Thank you, Councillor O'Connor. Anyone else like to speak on this? If not, I put the motion as per the recommendation. All in favour? Carried unanimously. Thank you. There's no closed session confidential reports for this meeting or urgent business. I declare this meeting closed and note the next meeting of council will be on Tuesday, the 18th of August, 2025, 5:30 p.m. in the 19th, is it? 19th of August. 19th of August in these premises. Thank you all for attending.